National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 4. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
Here's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Steven Nelson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Packers nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick-6. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Packers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Packers 0.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 5. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Rodgers now to throw. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Eagles 14, Packers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando. Our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. Put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You got 58. Let's go. Let's bring it. Check 24. Check 24. You gonna take. You gonna take. You gonna take.
After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Randall Cobb, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
second down and 7. Now it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Rodgers going to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And some space here. Touchdown, Packers! You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And down to the 20. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Back to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams are all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's second and 10. Rodgers to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now Crosby for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On first down, Jones. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Rodgers looking to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one